Hey, what's going on, guys? Joe from Fitment Industries. We are back in my garage, and we don't have leaves this time. We got all the birds that decided to come back up north and just raise hell, whether it's 6 o'clock in the morning or 4:44 in the afternoon, just being loud and obnoxious as hell. I love it. But anyway, we're back with another episode of From the Gallery, where we are going to be going over some of your rides that you've submitted to the gallery over at fitmentindustries.com. And if you want your ride featured in an upcoming episode, don't forget to add it to the gallery for free over at fitmentindustries.com/ad, and then shoot us an email, shop@fitmentindustries.com, with the subject line, review my ride. We will get it added into the spreadsheet that we pick them out to throw in each episode. So Dakota went through, picked out 4 cars for me to take a look at today. So we're gonna be going over them, giving them a quick rate, all that sort of good stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first car. So first up, we have a 2014 Lexus CT200h F Sport. This is sitting on some Oddhon DS06s, 18 by 8.5 plus 35. It's a staggered setup, so that's in the front, 18 by 9.5 plus 35 in the rear, 215/35 tire, and a 225/35 tire on some Air Force air suspension. Now, we got some crazy stuff going on here. So it looks like this is Tyler Cates Photos 2014 Lexus, if that's the owner or the photographer or both. That is what is tagged on the site. We have 5mm spacers all around, cargo box, wing, custom seats, harness bar, and then obviously the custom wrap here. So let's go into this thing a little bit. So it looks like we got like a hatch mounted wing. We got that roof like cargo box. We got some Oddhons, looks like the bronze DS06s. I love the wrap. I absolutely dig the wrap. It looks absolutely killer. I love the fact that they like floated into the cargo box. Usually we just see them like one color, like painted one color, but the fact that it's like a livery style wrap that goes into the cargo box, including that, I think is a nice touch. Going into the rest of here, not looking like anything too crazy. Air Force air suspension, pretty cool to see on here. Decent fitment. I know that Oddhon's obviously a cast single piece wheel, especially with like the air suspension stuff like that getting really low. Throwing those 5mm spacers on, probably didn't realize what it was going to be all aired out. So I would imagine not a lot of these sitting on air. Not too familiar with these cars in general, but overall I think it looks pretty decent. Love to see maybe just a little more aero stuff going on, maybe some side splitters or like a diffuser or something, just to kind of flow the rest of that out. I'm not sure about the whole wing. Maybe if it was more of like a molded wing versus like the hatch mount, but each their own. Other than that, yeah, I don't got much else to say about it. I will give this car, do I even need to count down myself? I don't know. 7.5. I'll give it 7.5. I like it. It's creative. I dig it. Something that I haven't seen before. Moving right along to car number 2, we got another Lexus. This time we got a 1998 Lexus LS400. Our boy Steve would be jealous. We got some Traffic Star SFRs. In the front, we got 19 by 9 plus 13, and in the rear, we got a 19 by 11 plus 20. So some thick boys going on here, 225/35 and a 255/35. So 255/35, I actually have on my 9.5 wide. So seeing it on an 11 wide, you can kind of guess what we got going on. So we got some Airlift Performance air suspension. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, I like it already. Ooh, I like this already. So this is Mr. _VIP LS400s. Perfect name to match this car. So we got a nice duckbill in the back. We got some nice freaking fitment going on. Dang near fender to lip in the front, tucking in the rear, tucking a 19 by 11 plus 20 in the rear. That is pretty impressive. So looking at this, I love the top of that duckbill. He's got like looks like maybe like some airbrushing. Is that airbrushing or is it a wrap? If it's airbrushing, that would be really dope. I feel like that's airbrushed. And then possibly, ooh, the fender vents too. That's killer. Puddle lights, that interior. Oh my God, you got like the whole freaking, you got the whole like bar on the interior. That is freaking wild. So I love this style of car. Honestly, I think that this whole style of like the VIP stuff is just absolutely wild. The exhaust on here looks really good. The rear end looks really good. You've got the quad or the dual exhaust coming out. The duckbill on there looks really nice. The fitment's good. It's really nice and clean. A lot of stuff going on under the engine, or a lot of stuff going on under the hood too. Not sure if he has anything listed here. So in-game body kit, one-off fenders, custom airbrush spoiler. Thank you. OEM sells here motorized rear curtains. You got motorized rear freaking curtains on this thing. Bro, junction protors, interior accessories, VIP, vid pout table. I'm sorry, and then chasing taillights. So he's got all of the good stuff going on here. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I think it's awesome. I give people a lot of credit that do this because like it's such a unique taste to have, and then it's like to do it this good, it takes a lot of skill. So I give this a 9. If not a 9.5. I really love it. I think these cars are super cool. I think the amount of work that went into this with just like the nice touches that I haven't seen on a whole lot, I think is really nice. I dig it. Good job, man. Moving on to car number 3, we got a 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 2.0 turbo with some camber going on. We got some work LS207s, 19 by 10.5 plus, or sorry, negative 25 in the front, and then a 19 by 11.5 negative 35 in the rear, and some Achilles sport tires, 235/35 and a 265/35 on some airlift performance suspension. So I'm kind of feeling this like whole air suspension thing going on here. Let's get into this. First of all, this is Ivan from Vaded is the Instagram here. So we got, see if we have any information here. Under trimming details, it says LOL, all of it, I believe it. Suspension details, all arms, negative 10 in the front and in the back. So let's look at this here. So Genesis Coupe, some work wheels, hella camber. The trimming, like fender stuff, yep, pulled as much as they possibly can. Fender to lip, fitment all around. This thing is just rowdy, bro. I love the fact that like a lot of the focus went into just that wheel fitment alone. Like when you look at the car, like it's got some nice other touches to it, but you can tell that a lot of the focus and what he was going after was that fitment, and I think he got it down right where he wanted it to be. That is just an absolutely insane setup to run on this car. A 19 by 10.5 negative 25 in the rear. Like that is just incredible. I know these cars do fit like a bigger wheel, but like, damn. But it's a very acquired taste. I'll say that. I know that you probably get a lot of hate for this car just because that's just how it rolls. When people build cars like these, it's, you know, just something that they accept, but they do it because they love it, and I think it's awesome. So a lot of props to whoever runs these kind of cars, you know, that take a lot of heat. Yeah, other than that, doesn't look like anything else much going on, at least from the pictures here. Maybe there are some updated pictures that we could see in the near future. But other than that, I give her an 8, just because I would never be able to drive something like that. Honestly, I just couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it. So yeah, 8. Great job, man. And then moving into our 4th and final car here that Dakota picked out for me. We have 2015 Ford Flex on you fools, Ford Flex SE, some Giovanna F5s, 22 by 9 plus 35, and a 22 by 10.5 plus 35 in the rear, 235/30 and 285/25, sitting on some BC Racing coilovers. I never thought I'd see the day that we have a Ford Flex in the gallery sitting on some of these wheels, but here we are. So this is a Syncretism Flex's IG handle is his name. This is his 2015 Ford Flex, and photography by Johnny with a lot of W's and a couple E's. So go check them out. Let's see if we got any information here. So 5mm spacers all around, 2 12-inch Rockford Fosgates, P2D2 subwoofers in the trunk, 1500 watt JL audio subwoofer, and a 400 watt JL audio speaker amp. That is interesting. Suspension details, BC Racing BR Series Extreme Lows. They're actually made for the Ford Taurus, so a little bit of kind of swapperoo here. Naturally, negative 5 degrees of camber in the rear, -2 fully adjusted front. Looking for custom control arms to add 3 degrees. So let's go through some of the pictures here. I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen someone do this to a Ford Flex, but I can't say that I hate it. So looking like, so sitting on some BCs. He's got some 10.5 to the 285. So a pretty decent tire, nothing like too crazy. I think the wheel, I don't think it looks too bad. I think it works with the car. I really like the rear fitment. So when he was talking about he's gonna, add 3 degrees to the front, it almost looks like you could maybe take it away a little bit. It looks like you got some room to play with. Maybe it's like a clearance issue or something like that when turning. But the rear looks pretty good. The front looks like it could just use a little bit of work. Just a little bit. But overall, I think for a Ford Flex, you ain't go wrong with it. It's like it's got some wheels, tires, suspension. Looks like he's got some tint on it. He's got some audio stuff going on. Nothing too wild, but for being a Ford Flex, I think it looks good. Props to you for building something a little bit unique. And you did a clean job with it, you didn't go like super crazy. You didn't go like all out with like huge like wing or like crazy arrow or, some wild wrap or something. You kept it simple, you kept it clean, and I can dig it. I would give this a 7. Good 7. And I think that's a good one to end it on. So thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget, if you want your car rated in an upcoming episode, maybe it'll be me, maybe it'll be Dakota, maybe it'll be Alex, or maybe it'll be like all 3 of us when all this stuff is finally over. But add it to the gallery, fitmentindustries.com/ad. We'll put a link in the description below. Other than that, wheel tire suspension, fitmentindustries.com. We'll see you guys later. Peace.